Hey yo, what's good? Welcome to the Young Blood Podcast, episode 9.
Episode 9 and happy Ramadan.
Happy Ramadan.
Selamat beribadah puasa for everyone who is Muslim and is fasting.
Dude, how's your fasting, bro? Like, how's it been, man?
It's been so hard, dude. Oh my god.
Tell me about it, bro. Like, I don't fast. I'm Christian, but like, what's like a day in the life of a guy who's working and just like you can't eat food for like 12 hours.
Hey, before we dive into that, we have a new setup.
Oh sheesh!
This is my room. We couldn't shoot outside because it's Ramadan. The masjid next to my house is doing like a lot of like prayers more than usual. So we're doing this in my room. And yeah, this is my humble abode. That is my workstation right there. I don't know if it's included in the frame, but yeah, I work from home and I fast, and it's been a big struggle, dude. I'm telling you.
Damn. Like you do, like when you wake up like for sahur, 5 in the morning. Like what's the first thing that you eat? Like
usually my dad would wake me up at 4 actually at 4. Some people actually sahur even earlier at like 3:45, 3:30. But my family likes to begin sahur close to the time where it ends. Because we want to maximize that time,
That's smart.
So we would wake up at 4. I would head downstairs. I would eat, and during this time, I recommend people to eat a lot and drink a lot. But it's 4 a.m. Like your stomach is not trained to eat a lot during this time.
That's right.
Usually, at sahur, I don't really have a lot of appetite, so I'll end up eating probably like 1 or 2 tempe or tahu, and then a bit of fries, and then a bit of protein, like either chicken.
Wait, you eat fries in the morning?
No,
like French fries?
No, tempe.
No, you said fries.
I said fries.
You said fries.
Oh jeez. No. I meant tahu and tempe.
Oh, okay. Like I was like, man's eating fries. Yo, you must be American, man. Eat fast food early in the morning, god dang.
So I would have sahur. Jadi sahurnya nggak terlalu banyak. Usually it's just rice, a bit of protein, and tahu tempe. And I would drink a lot of water, dude. A lot of water.
Right.
And because I know that for a fact in fasting, at least for me, the hardest bit is not the food, it's the thirst. Because dude, when you're thirsty, my god, man, it's tough. And some people might say, oh, okay, you wake up at 4, you eat until 4:30, that means you're gonna be sleepy and you're probably gonna wake up late for your work. Well, my work starts at 9, and usually I would wake up at 8:30, not because of my alarm, but because I just really need to piss. Because at 4 I drank a lot of water, right? And at 8 my body's like, okay bro, you need to go right now. So that's usually my routine. I would have sahur at 4, and then I would piss at 8, and then begin work at 9.
Sheesh. Dude, like, wait, after you go like sahur, do you like sleep again, or like do you just like go to work?
No, I go to sleep. So that's like I think 4 hours of sleep. And some people just stay up the entire morning. Like my sister.
Dang.
My sister, she would wake up at sahur at 4. She would have her sahur, and then she'll just go to work, exercise in the morning. So, but most people would go to sleep again.
Yeah.
But I know a few people who just wake up until and probably sleep early at night then.
Yeah, dude. Like this. It's also okay. I'm reminiscing the times when we were in Purdue. Like fasting is harder in the U.S., right?
A lot harder.
Like, tell me about it. Like, why is it? Is it like the time difference, right?
Yeah. So, the way fasting works is that you cannot eat from sundown to sunset.
Oh yeah.
Or from sunrise to sunset.
Okay.
Sunrise to sunset. And then during these Ramadan times, like the past few years, Ramadan has been falling in the summer. So in the U.S., that means the time that the sun will set is a lot longer now. So usually it's at 6 or 7 in here, but in the US, the sun could set at 9 or 9:30.
Damn, that's late.
It's so late,
So
man.
late,
And
bro.
then usually in the summer I would go home, so
Yeah.
I don't experience the
Yeah, yeah,
fast
yeah.
in the US. But there's this one summer, actually 2 summers, where I experienced fasting in the US. That was when I interned in Chicago with Chris.
Oh, okay. So did you follow through like the puasa there?
Dude, I'll be honest. There's 30 days, right?
Yeah.
30 days. I only did 11 days where I fasted until 9 p.m. And okay,
Damn, bro.
dude, one, it's because it's so hard.
Yeah.
I was working in a freaking cafe, ma. I worked in Argo Tea.
Yeah.
So literally food was everywhere around me.
Damn, that's
And I worked from 9 to
Struggle.
5. And literally, dude, it was so hard for me to control my hunger because not only was food around me, it was also during the summer, so it was so hot.
Yeah.
So you also get super duper thirsty. And yeah, so our friend Chris, who's not a Muslim, I actually challenged him to try to fast with me,
Yeah.
and he managed to do it for 2 or 3 days. But yeah, he said it wasn't a good experience. It was so hard.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Chris doesn't eat that much, I would say.
Yeah, Chris doesn't eat that.
He doesn't
much,
eat
yeah.
that much, but like, yeah, like the notion of fasting is such a challenging feat for
Mhm.
like human beings.
Yeah, it is.
Because like you can't eat for like several hours, eat and drink for
Yeah.
several hours. Man, I can't do that. Like as like a Christian, we also have our fasting, but it's not
Mhm.
as extreme as
Mhm.
yours.
Mhm.
But we're like more like fasting or like something that's like our desires. We were fasting our desires.
Okay.
So some of my Christian friends, they're like fasting like, you know, like weird ass shit like social media or like fasting like
You can do that?
Yeah. So there's this
Okay.
one fasting, it's called Daniel, Puasa Daniel, or fasting of Daniel.
Mm-hmm.
So it's from this prophet named Daniel, and you can't eat meat. So basically, it's like a vegan diet, but like for like I think it was for some couple of days, 15, 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
From you can't eat meat, and you know what I can't do that shit, bro. Like man's gotta eat them steaks. Man's gotta eat seafood. You gotta get them protein, bro. So like yeah, I mean it's just amazing for like it's just amazing how like this country is like third or fourth most Muslim populated country to undergo that kind of fasting. And since we have like a lot of people like like driving, when you drive in the streets, you see like you know, people with motorcycles in Indonesia, just like, you know, they're fasting. And on the way here, like 6 o'clock, that's breakfast, right?
Yeah.
And people are just stopped, like motorcycles just stop in the road and just like eat and stuff like that.
So fun fact, like according to our religion, like the moment it's time to break your fast, you gotta break your fast.
Yeah.
So you cannot hold it for like 1 more hour, 2 more hours. That's actually considered a sin. Like the moment the sun sets, like you gotta break your
eat.
fast. Yeah. That's why people would do that. People would actually stop in the road to drink water. And I think what's amazing as well is I'm privileged enough to be working at home, like with air condition, not moving so much, just typing in my desk. But dude, there are some people who are working in very labor intensive jobs and are still fasting.
Yeah,
it's
that's
crazy, dude. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
I imagine those people who works in construction, or those people who works in, let's say, a police officer in the street. Like that guy is working from probably 8 to like 5 or 6 without drinking any water and food.
Damn.
Underneath that sun. It's
Yeah,
crazy, man.
dude.
So I give props to all of those guys. Here I am complaining with my fast.
Yeah, man.
And I'll tell you this, Mal. Like with the whole fasting thing, the thing that makes it so difficult is just habits, in my opinion. Because in my experience, I think the human body can go through a few hours or a few days like not eating food, and maybe like also like a number of days without drinking water. It's just that our mind is so, yeah, we're so used to eating at 12,
Yeah.
having dinner at 6,
Yeah.
having coffee at 10,
Yeah.
eating my gum at 2. So the fact that those routines are no longer a part of your day-to-day life for a month, that's what makes it tough. Every time I work, I usually have a cup of tea, I usually have mints, I usually have gum. Now I can't do that anymore. So those stimulus is no longer available to me.
Stimmy.
Yeah, those stimmies. Those stimmies.
So stimmies.
And yeah, you just gotta rely on just the energy that you have stored from the previous morning and sahur.
Yeah, man, dude. At the end of the day, like eating food and like in like those kind of schedules is it's just a mindset, bro.
Yeah, it's a mindset.
I remember like when like my favorite game in the world is
What is it?
Elder Scrolls Skyrim. When
Okay.
it first came out, I didn't eat lunch and breakfast because I was so addicted to playing that fucking game.
Yeah.
And it's just
But you didn't feel hungry at
I
all.
didn't feel hungry at all
Yeah.
because I was just playing the game, and then
Yeah.
like it just is the mindset, bro. Like I know people that like fast for like 30 days. I mean, 10 days without food and drink, like you know, like those
Yeah.
crazy ass stories, and it's just you know, it's just the mindset, bro.
Yeah, it's just
Bro.
the mindset. And okay, Mal, I'm gonna tell you something that's super crazy, but I know a lot of Muslim people can testify to this. But you haven't eaten for 12 hours. You haven't eaten for 12 hours. Haven't drank for 12 hours, and then when you break your fast, you typically drink something sweet like
Yeah.
kurma, or like you drink hot tea with sugar. You drink hot tea with sugar. You drink your water, and maybe like you take a few martabak or something like that. You just eat a bit, and then done. You're full.
Yeah.
Despite not eating for 12 hours, you're full just with a few sweets. It's crazy. So, coming back to what you just said, it's all in the mind, man.
The mindset.
It's all in the mind, dude.
Bro, hunger is a mindset. Bro.
Hunger is a
Thirst is a
mindset.
mindset. Pain is a mindset.
Pain is
Being too cold is a mindset.
facts.
Being too hot is a mindset.
Facts.
Everything is in the mind, bro.
Yeah.
You know
So
what I'm
I'm
saying?
telling you, if I could do it for 30 days, you might think you're not able to do it. Dude, I think you can do it, Mal.
Alright.
You just need to try to maybe find something to do in your pastime. Like, yang penting tuh you're preoccupied in those 12
that's
hours.
true. You gotta be preoccupied with some things, but like yeah, it's just very hard for me to fast. Like I've tried fasting for like for like a week,
Mhm.
like you like Saiwar.
Mhm.
But yeah, then again, like it's by choice, right?
Yeah.
Dude, like it's just so hard.
It's so hard.
It's
yeah.
so hard, and you doing it for just like a month is just like, damn. And I think in the long term, you're like you you don't eat that much.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
like you know, since you're fasting,
Uh-huh.
and you've been fasting for like how long? Your entire
Yeah.
life, right? You've been doing this for your entire life.
Yeah.
And so like you've developed this habit of like not eating too much
Mhm.
or not being too greedy on
Mhm.
your food. I think that's also like such a helpful thing in this society where the resources are getting scarce
Yeah.
every
Yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah. And I'll tell you this, dude. Like, fasting in our religion is not only about suppressing your hunger and your thirst, but it's also like a few other things. Like, you can't like do any sexual acts like during those times, and then
Yeah.
you cannot lie, and then you cannot talk about people. So literally, those 7 deadly sins. You know,
Oh, yeah.
you have to avoid it at all costs.
Oh yeah,
from-
sheesh, man, dude, bruh, no drinking, bruh.
No,
Damn.
yes, Mal.
We have to be sober for a
A
month.
month? Yes,
Bro,
Mal.
like, listen, like, to be honest, like, I was gonna buy a bottle of Jameson, you know, as per usual, coming into the podcast.
Yeah.
But I just realized, I was like looking at Tokopedia, and it's like, god damn, they're not selling. No.
Well, hey, Mal, this is also a detox for you. Hey, what happened to Summer Bud 2021?
Yo, Summer Bud 2021, man. I ain't eating, bro. I'm just drinking. You
Hey,
know?
you ain't eating, but you're just drinking.
Oh yeah, but like,
But
yeah.
dude, I'll tell you, the first few weeks, yeah, like this week was so tough But I guarantee you, by the third or the fourth week, it's gonna be much easier for me and for others who are fasting. Cause yeah, like you said, you get used to it, and then slowly you'll be like, oh yeah, like this is just like a part of my day, not drinking and not eating, and then you just find other things to do. Well, so, dude, you if you wanna try, maybe try for a week, like
Yeah.
and I'll tell you, dude. So at the beginning of the fast, I was 69.4 was my weight. Now I'm 67.7 just from 6 days of fasting.
Dang.
So for people who are actually trying to lose weight, fasting is a great way because it increases your metabolism, and then I don't know. There's like a bunch of scientific facts about it, but fasting, even intermittent fasting, that's basically fasting. It has been a proven dietary practice to lose weight. So for people who are trying to lose weight, I also really recommend that. And yeah, so I think the festives of Ramadan this month has been so different. So last year was when I was in Boston. I fasted with my girlfriend, with my sister, and even like my girlfriend's roommate Gyanti. She also took part of the fasting, and she's Christian,
she's Christian,
but
yeah.
she took part like you, like she wanted to know, like Chris, like she wanted to like just join, and then we fasted until 9, and then it was a really weird experience because usually when fasting, there's this thing called silaturahmi. Silaturahmi is when you have all of these bukbers and meeting your friends and meeting your family and then breaking the fast together. But because of the pandemic, we're not doing any of that, which is so different. Imagine having Christmas with just the people at your house. So that's the feeling of Ramadan last year, which is so crazy because it was when the pandemic was starting, but it's still crazy this year. I thought this year was gonna be a lot more normal, but in fact no, like we're still not holding bukbers, we're still not holding those like usually we would go to a mall and break our fast together with my family, and usually I would invite my friends to come over and free food break your fast with me. But yeah, it's just been so weird. Like, could you imagine spending Christmas with just Deandra, your dad, your mom, and your dog?
Yeah, I mean that's weird.
It's weird, right?
Yeah.
It's weird.
Yeah, but like with the pandemic, I think it's really difficult right now to like gather. But like I think one of the things I appreciate about like Ramadan, it's like the getting together and just eat a bunch of food. Yeah,
and then dude, do you notice like the amount of the amount of food Muslims will buy during fasting? It's crazy. It's a lot, like, did you see me like having dinner? Like, Maldini came at the right time. Like, we were breaking our fast, and then, dude, every time we break our fast, our diner table is always filled with crazy food. Like we had sate ayam, we had es cendol, we had roasted chicken, we had nasi kuning, we had nasi Hainan, we had Hainan chicken. So
that's a lot of food, bro.
And that's why I know you've been leeching a lot of bukbers the last few years. I know that.
Man's be leeching every time. When my friends more bukber, you can invite me, bro. Yo, I don't care.
Dude, those bukber is crazy. Especially when it's like a open house. And remember, like when we went to the open house, like in this big house.
Oh yeah,
with
dude.
Vendra and stuff, dude. It's always crazy the amount of food. Especially Indonesians, Indo-Muslims in particular. When we break our fast, we go ham, dude. Like we will buy anything. Like, what was the craziest bukber? Was it the one at?
I think it was like with our friend Vendra, dude, that's crazy because it was like a full buffet of like
any food you can think of.
Like there's duck, there's Indonesian gulai and stuff like that.
Yeah, dude, that's
a lot.
Dude, that's just Indos with breaking their fast. Padahal coming back to my earlier thought before, you just need a few sweets to make you full. But these Indos, like with their parties and their bukber, they go ham, man. And I miss that, and I hope Yeah, I hope next year it's gonna be a lot more different than this year.
Yeah, bro. Like I think it's getting better. I think
Yeah.
next year there's gonna be like bukber,
Yep.
and just everyone's just like gathering and just
Yep.
like just eating food and just
Yep.
basically I was thinking about like bukber, like breaking fast with people. It's like a big ass mukbang, bro.
Yeah, it's a
It's like a giant mukbang.
yeah,
Even
dude,
worse.
you're not wrong, man. You're
It's
not
a
wrong.
freaking
Hey,
mukbang.
guys, but fun fact. I remember in junior year, like the my last summer in Purdue. I was staying in Purdue for a couple of weeks, even though school has ended because I was trying to find an internship back then, and it was fasting. I was the only one fasting in my household because none of you guys are Muslims, and I remember, guys, this was like 3 a.m. I was eating my pizza for sahur, and then suddenly this guy
What did
and
I do?
BJ came to the apartment full on drunk. This, this I remember clearly. I was chilling, doing my holy shizzles. I was eating my pizza, praying. I was getting ready for my fast tomorrow, and these two bozos came in drunk, and they even took my pizza for sahur. And I'm like, yo,
Hey man, you got the munchies, bro. Yo, what? I didn't know that we did
dude,
this.
I remember it was just me, you, and BJ at the time in the summer because Matthew was working, or sorry, Matthew was taking summer school, and then Chris, I think he already left back to Jakarta. No, he went internship in Amsterdam.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he
yeah,
went
yeah.
internship
Oh,
in
the
Amsterdam.
Heineken one, right?
The Heineken
Oh,
one.
Yeah, yeah.
So it was just the three of us, like me, you, BJ, and bro, I was like just minding my own business, and here is Mal and BJ full on drunk, taking my pizza, and yeah, it was fun though. It's a fun
Dude.
memory.
Yeah, bro. Hey, the weirdest thing about it is I don't remember all that stuff. Maybe it went ham, or I don't know, bro. But yeah, I mean, I'm sorry. Man's gotta
All right, dude, we got a fun top three.
top three. So because it is Andy's episode, because we're talking about fasting, we're talking about Ramadan. You guys are gonna learn something, because of course, like fasting, like what I said, it's all about the mindset,
It's
right?
all about the mindset.
But there's like tricks people use
Mm-hmm.
to not think about food and stuff. So this top three is brought to you by my man's Andy, who wants to share his ways of fasting. Like, how do you not think about food? Like,
Hey, I just wanna say some things before this top three. I am not a diet expert by any means. I am not a nutritionist.
Oh,
This is
no,
just
no.
based on personal experience. Just a few tips that I can give to people who are going through this fasting month. So my number one tip, sorry, my top three tip, my number three tip is eating a lot at sahur doesn't really give a lot of impact.
ooh.
So-
So what do you do?
So here's the thing, like if you eat a lot at 4 a.m., you're still gonna be hungry by 4 p.m. or 5 p.m. The same way you're gonna be hungry if you eat less sahur. If you're just gonna eat a few apples, or if you're gonna eat just a bit of rice and a bit of protein. So my tip actually for sahur is no need to go crazy, because either way you're gonna be hungry in the afternoon. Just eat enough, and the most important of all, just drink a lot. Drink a lot, and that's what you're gonna see the difference in your thirst. So even though in terms of hunger, eating more in sahur is not gonna make the hunger any more less, but in terms of thirst, if you drink a lot of water in sahur, that's gonna make a big difference in the afternoon.
So how much? Like a gallon of water? Like
Dude,
what?
I would drink like 5 mugs of water. I would say like a liter lah.
A liter of
A
water.
liter of water,
That's
yeah.
a Coke bottle. Yeah, I mean.
That's like 750 milliliters. Yeah.
Oh damn, bro!
Yeah.
I think that's a really good tip. Like,
Yeah.
it's not the hunger that's like killing; it's the thirst.
Yes.
Because you're not drinking water for like 12 hours. That's
Yes, that's
like
true.
you're gonna be dehydrated. You're gonna be tired. So you gotta fill in that water. That's good.
Yeah.
It's also like the same thing as like basically like I did a marathon.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah,
You
I
were
drank-
basically fasting for 4 hours. Five
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah, so like I drink like a bunch of water.
Did you eat a lot before that?
Yeah, carbo load. So
Carbo
like
load.
before a marathon, the day before you have the carbo load. You have to eat a lot of carbs. Like I remember we ate pizza, not pizza. We ate pizza, right?
Mm-hmm.
I remember we ate pizza and we ate like a lot of carbs.
We ate Malaysian. Remember?
Oh yeah, we ate Malaysian. No, we
Yeah.
ate pizza. We ate Malaysian food
Yeah, it was so good.
Yo,
It was so good.
dude, I ate like nasi lemak,
Yeah, nasi lemak.
nasi
yeah.
lemak, and like cause Malaysian food has like lots of carbs, right?
Yeah.
And roti
And now-
prata. And
Now
oh my
tell
gosh.
people what that huge amount of carb load did to you in the beginning of the marathon.
Yeah, dude, the beginning of the marathon, man's messed up. You know what? I drink a lot and I
Ate a lot.
ate a lot, and then like I got so nervous in my marathon. Okay, so I was in the starting like waiting with a lot of people, and then man's gotta pee. So I didn't want to pee in my pants or I didn't want to pee in the streets, but there was a toilet in the first
Mile.
for the first mile there was a toilet,
Mm.
but the waiting line was so long. So if I didn't go to the toilet, I could have do better. Like at the end of the day, I had like my marathon was 5 hours 30,
Yeah.
but I could have done 5 hours 15 because the
Okay.
waiting was that like it was 15 minutes long. Like oh my god, why? You just think about it. It was like so embarrassing, and then like shit, man. I could have done better. And just like marathon and like fasting, it's more of like the thirst.
thirst,
like,
right?
Yeah, you carbo load, and then you drink a lot of water
Mm-hmm.
so that you don't stop the run, bro.
Yep.
So and what's your second tip? Like
Yeah, my second tip will only be applicable if you do my first tip. So if you guys drank a lot of water in sahur, I think you are gonna be capable of doing this. Exercise close to the time.
oh,
where you're
I
gonna
like
break
I
your
like that
fast.
tip. That's smart. That's really smart.
So that's what I did. At 5 p.m. I ran before, and you don't have to go full on like just if you're only capable of walking, then just walk. Because the thing is, when you get those endorphins running, your hunger will be suppressed by a big margin. Not your thirst,
yeah.
your hunger. So if you're super hungry at the 4 or 5 hour mark, at 4 or 5 p.m., go for a walk, go for an exercise if you can, because that's gonna really suppress your hunger. Now the thing is, when you do this, you're gonna get a bit more thirsty. So
Yeah.
you gotta make sure that you properly hydrate in sahur. If you're not, then you can't do this tip.
All right, diet facts. This is for the people who's on diet.
Okay.
In sahur, running while you're hungry will make you lose weight even faster.
Dude, facts.
That's
That's happening
facts.
to me right now.
Dude, it is a fact. Like, usually I run in the morning without eating breakfast
Mm-hmm.
because this is a science. So you have a lot of fat storing in your body, right?
Yep.
So when you are running, the other nutrients such as when you eat and then you run after, the ones burning first are like the proteins, the one you eat before, carbohydrates and stuff like that.
Wow, I didn't
So
know this.
when you run without any food in your body, without eating,
Yeah.
then there's no carbohydrates, right? There's no protein, carbohydrates, there's no nutrients and stuff like
Mhm.
that. So what your body is doing is using the stored fat in your body. So you're burning more fat than you can do when you run after you eat. So for you,
That's crazy.
yeah, like that's basically that's
How you lost weight.
that's how I lost weight in my marathon. So like I
Uh,
was, tips from Mal, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, what like running is best if you
We're hungry.
when you're hungry. And
Okay.
I think fasting is the best opportunity. And that's a
Okay.
great tip also, is like you before like an hour before like breakfast or
Yeah.
like 5 o'clock
Yep.
in the afternoon, you just run and then you're just burning all your fat, and then when you're breaking fast you just eat, you know what I'm saying? So
Yep.
like it's good, man. Hey, life lessons with Mal, you know what I'm saying?
Life
Yeah.
lessons with Ma. That's right, bro.
Alright. What's your final tip for our Muslim brothers and sisters.
Yes, my final tip, and this is gonna be so general, but I think there's no other way to go about this, but is to keep yourself occupied. Either do work, watch a movie, watch a TV series that's gonna take 6, 7 hours of your time. That's the best way for you to suppress your hunger and your thirst, because when you start just looking at the clock, especially when it's just like at 12 or 1, when it's still like 5 hours to go, dude, that hour mark ain't moving very quickly. So you gotta be able to preoccupy your brain. So, because dude, it's, at the end of the day, it's a mental thing. It's just the habit of eating lunch, having your coffee, and eating your gum, and not having to do all those things. That's the thing that's torturing you. So if you have something in mind, if you're preoccupied with something, then the time will just be a lot faster. Run some errands, go to the supermarket, shave, brush your teeth. And that's what I usually do. Brush my teeth, like spend 20 minutes brushing my teeth just to kill time. But because that's what you're trying to do, kill time. But yeah, I don't recommend you doing any intensive work like desk job. Like if you have to work and you gotta work, but because that's just gonna make your mood worse. But like watch an anime, floss your teeth, shave. That's what I would do to kill my time.
Oh yeah, dude. I think you should. I think watching anime is number one, because I watched our previous episodes if you want any recommendations. But yeah, man, like watch any TV shows and stuff like that. I think that's really useful.
Yeah.
Play video games. Oh, that helps.
Yeah,
for
play
me.
video games.
Play video games, because like, all right, it's just for the gamers out there.
Yeah.
And for me, like, playing video games is the best way to not look at the clock, because you're just like locked in 24/7.
And you mentioned the guy who didn't eat for a couple of days, right? From gaming?
Who?
No, you mentioned like this gamer who didn't eat.
Who didn't eat?
Oh my-
Oh no, I was talking about myself.
Are you talking about yourself? That's right. Hey,
Yeah.
even better. Even
Yeah,
better.
You know, I don't know. So like like the Skyrim story, like because I think what's underappreciated about gaming is that, you know, for fasting it's so beneficial, because like you're just in the game and you're just like looking to win the game. So like I mean, play some Valorant, play some, I don't know, man. Just don't think. I think looking at the clock is like
It's the worst thing.
The worst thing.
Dude, looking at the clock, especially when it's like still 2 p.m., 1 p.m., bro.
Yeah.
There's no point at looking at the clock. It's not gonna go any faster. So just do something while you can. Like just the term is ngabuburit. Just do something to kill time, so that the next thing you know, it's gonna be breakfast.
Breakfast. Those are some good tips, man. Those are some really
dude,
good tips.
I really enjoyed this episode. For once, we stick to a single topic in one episode, and I think that's what we're gonna start to do in the next few episodes. And we're actually gonna try a new format because we see in our YouTube views, it's been poppin'. It's been poppin'. So me and Mal, we might experiment on reaction videos.
Ooh,
so
stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. And a lot of exciting stuff happening. Views are rising, so we really appreciate all of you guys sticking to the end of this podcast. We really appreciate it. We know who you are. We know it from the stats. I can tell which country you're from.
Shouts out India.
Shouts out.
Wait, do we have any views from India? No.
We did have one.
We have one.
We had one.
Who is this guy?
I'm like, who the hell?
My Indian brothers.
Who? Hey, add me on Insta.
Yo,
add us on Insta.
Shouts out to that.
You a homie.
Yo, homie, if you're from India, the viewer who watches us from India, yo, shouts out India, bro. Love your food, love your country. I love, Hindi music. It's the best, bro.
That's fire. Right, guys. Peace.
See ya.